A short hike through the trails that wind through the Springs Preserve is like a tour through time, past the derricks, the dugouts, the chicken coops, and the pump houses that have earned this outdoor gallery of archaeological treasures a listing on the National Register of Historic Places.
What's important here is not so much the diversity of sites as the fact that you have a representation of the entire history of Las Vegas, and actually the entire prehistory of this valley is represented in this little 180-acre preserve.
But without the guidance of Springs archaeologists, we might never have uncovered the historical treasures hidden beneath this sandy lot.
This is the one pit house that we know for sure that actually is here. And I don't know if you could see it or not, but the dirt in here is a little bit darker and a different texture than what you're seeing out here. And this is the perimeter or the edge of the pit house. The former archaeologist and his team took out half of the house. They systematically excavated it. They collected the artifacts. When they would remove the dirt, it would be put through sieves. That helps in the collection process. All of those materials were then analyzed and curated and are here on the site at the Springs Preserve. They were lucky they were able to actually cross-section a hearth. It's an interior feature that's pretty common to these structures. People would use them sometimes for cooking, but it's also to keep warm. You can have the fire inside the hearth that provides light.
A sample of some of the material from the dig was sent off to a specialized lab to determine how old it was through radiocarbon dating.
It came back roughly AD 680 to about 810. And that's the date that we think these houses were constructed.
Which means ancestors of the Pueblo people would have lived here at a time when this part of the world was lush and well-watered enough to make them want to stay.
It would have been an oasis, you know, in the desert, a really, beautiful place. And it was that water that attracted the people here in the first place. We decided to try some ground penetrating radar, some electrical resistivity, and other kinds of remote sensing.
What these instruments do is as we walk across the site, they're taking readings from the soils, from the objects in the soils, and that can give us an idea of what's down there without having to actually dig.
On a recent survey of the site, the most promising images were coming from their ground-penetrating radar.
We're definitely seeing the previous excavation, shows up clear in the data. We're seeing what looks like another object that is about the size of a pit house, what I would expect.
We don't know for sure because we're still waiting for the data to come in, but there could be at least 4 other of these structures out here. So in total, we might have 6.
And each new pit house has the potential to lead the scientists a long way down the trail toward a clearer image of the historical springs.